What is going on, guys? Here on the What the Wrestling Monday Night Raw review, Johnny Wrestling is back. Edge and Damian Priest have a great main event, and we now have two Japanese women on Raw at once. Stay tuned. You are not going to want to miss this.
You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. We back, baby. Monday Night Raw review. And we are back to talk about it as always. Let's not waste any time. Let's get into the show. Let's go. Yes. 'Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. As I have stated, I am your host. And man, what a Monday Night Raw. You want to know something? You see how good these shows are getting? Hold on, stop the show. You see how good these shows are getting? People are actually looking forward to watching Monday Night Raw, looking forward to watching SmackDown. Dare I say, looking forward to watching NXT. Believe it or not, Heatwave was a decent show. Not going to sit here and cap like it wasn't. Had some things that I didn't think were going to happen, but that's neither here nor there. Perception is reality, and the perception is that WWE and AEW are both going in opposite directions. They have crossed, and now they are going in opposite directions. Even though AEW, the product, is still phenomenal, WWE is getting better. Triple H is bringing back people every week. It's like every week it's another. And it's like, who's coming out next? So, man, I'm liking this. That might just force Tony Khan to step it up and make some major moves. Let's see what happens at Clash at the Castle. I don't know. But this is not going to be a terribly long review, but a lot of good things happen. I will be bouncing around. But before I do, hit the like button. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to follow me, RJD, follow me, RJD_199 on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat, and most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. Drop me a sub in Spotify, drop me a sub in Anchor, drop me a sub on YouTube. Follow your boy. Perfect. With that being said, Monday Night Raw. I guess we'll start with the obvious. Johnny Wrestling has returned. That is great news. Johnny Wrestling returned out of nowhere. Literally in the beginning of, I want to say the beginning of the third hour. That's what I want to say. I'm not too entirely sure. But at the beginning of the third hour, coming off of an ad break, you just hear Rebel Heart. And it's just like, this Rebel Heart. I'm like, wait, is Gargano back? Like, I literally was sitting on my couch like, wait, what? And then next thing you know, you see Johnny Wrestling come out. And it's like, oh, Johnny Gargano is back. Huge hometown, not hometown pop, that's Edge's hometown. Huge Toronto pop for Johnny Wrestling. He came out and he said basically gist of it. It's been 9 months since he was gone. He got a Johnny Wrestling chant. He got a welcome back chant. He got a baby wrestling chant because he said he's been changing diapers for the last 6 months. And he said, I have dubbed my baby wrestling. And he said, so the crowd started chanting baby wrestling. That was dope. Good stuff by the crowd. But basically they said, why are you here? He said, listen, I had a dream. First of all, he told people who he was. Former NXT World Heavyweight Champion, former three-time North American Champion, former Tag Team Champion, which I won in this very building, made the crowd go crazy. But he said, why am I here? I'm here because I had this dream that I could become U.S. Champion, IC Champion, Tag Team Champion, WWE Champion. And that brought out Mr. A-Town Down himself. Austin Theory came out, basically said, you know, he talked his junk. He was basically like, hey, listen. Nope. He was like, listen, everything you said you want to do, I'm already done. Plus, I'm the youngest Money in the Bank winner. How about that? You stupid. So he was talking his junk, and he said, for old time's sake, you know, we don't even know why you're here. But he said, you know what, for old time's sake, hit me with the way. Hit me with it. And he said, I'll hit you with it. Super kick party to his face. Call it a day. This was an awesome segment. You activated my trap card. Every time Triple H brings somebody back, every time he brings somebody else back, it's like, yo, you activated my trap card yet again. Like Triple H is doing his damnedest to give us what we want. Now, a lot of people are talking about Tommaso Ciampa. And listen, slow it down, tranquilo. We got a draft coming up soon. Rumors are reporting that we have a draft coming up. I think after Clash of the Castle or a month after that. So it might be in the fall, sometime October-ish. We got a draft coming up. So they might not even be on the same brand. Will we end up getting a DIY tag team run? Yes. Obviously, we have to. But time will tell. You never know. They might just turn on each other before anything. They might just go after each other before they think about teaming up again. So I'm so glad that the crowd knew who he was. Perfect place to debut him. Even though AEW is going to be in Cleveland next week, tomorrow, Wednesday, tomorrow. Triple H was like, oh, y'all going to Cleveland? Let's kill these Johnny Gargano rumors. Because he's back with WWE, and he said as much. It is good to see Johnny wrestling back in the WWE ring with Triple H at the helm. I have full support. Triple H has my full support and the wrestling community's full support that he will use Johnny Gargano the right way. I have no doubt. And it puts him right in there with a feud with Austin Theory. And as somebody who watched NXT religiously, I am already invested. This was great. So what else happened on this show? The show opened with Riddle and Seth Rollins just kicking each other's asses. And this is brawled into the crowd, brawled at ringside. And this is before the pyro and everything went off to start the show. I really like that. We've seen that before back in the day. I really like that they brought that back. That was pretty cool. So shout out to them for that. Rollins got on the show. Riddle got on the show. They finally got separated by the officials. And they had a nice pull-apart brawl. I'll take it. We had, let's go into Io Sky and Dakota Kai versus Asuka and Alexa Bliss. But this all started with Trish Stratus opening up the show. And she was teasing another match. And she was like, a lot of memories happened in that building. So she was out there getting hype. And then Bayley came out and Bayley was like, yeah, what are you doing here? And they showed her praise before Bayley started taking a crap on Miss Trish Stratus. And this brought out the EST, and then it brought out Alexa Bliss and Asuka. And then we finally had our tag team championship women's title tournament match between Io Sky and Dakota Kai versus Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Asuka thought she had the match won, but there was a blind tag by Io Sky, and Io Sky rolled her up for the win. I like that because everybody came out looking good even though they lost in a tournament. You see, and that's why I like tournaments, because in a tournament you can kind of switch things up. You can have these kinds of finishes where people you would think would win lose by some miracle or imagination, just like when Private Party beat the Young Bucks in the tag team tournament 3 years ago for AEW. It was like picture perfect, and it put them on the map immediately because they were the 8th seed and they beat the number 1 seed. So when you have tournaments, you can tell different kinds of stories. So that I really liked. We had Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler. They are really, really, really trying to get us to care about Dolph Ziggler. He's been losing, but he's been getting a chance to showcase how utterly phenomenal he is in the ring. We've known this for years. He's been with the company, 10, 12, 14 years already? Dolph Ziggler is great. And I hope they are doing something with them and not just wrestling every week and putting on good matches to lose. But Dolph Ziggler is great, and that brother definitely deserves his praise. But Finn Balor hit him with the coup de grace, a move that looked like it sucked.
Emotional damage.
And it was all she wrote for that. Interference by Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley jumped in and hit Dolph Ziggler with a cheap shot, setting up the 1916 and then the big stomp off the top. We had Chad Gable and Otis out there, Alpha Academy. They went out there talking their junk, shoosh, and all this extra crap. And he said, I'm issuing an open challenge. I want people who can fight because we're in Canada and I want fighters. So who answered the call? Kevin Owens. Crowd goes absolutely apeshit because in Canada, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn can do no wrong. So Kevin Owens comes out. They have themselves a very, very good TV match. And Kevin Owens wins with the pop-up powerbomb. A lot happened with selling the leg. Otis then attacked KO after, but he got hit with the stunner. And then Owens gave a powerbomb to Gable onto Otis. And KO stood tall in his hometown. I like that because Vince McMahon was very famously loved to bury people in their hometown.
Stupid.
Which sucks. But Kevin Owens won in his hometown.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Sami Zayn looked like a superstar and the hero in his hometown. So 2 ooh yes for that. That was very good. Bailey beat Aaliyah. Bailey's first match back. Maybe it was the opponent was Aaliyah, so it wasn't really all that. Regular average match, but the Rose Plant got Aaliyah the hell up out of there.
Stupid.
The Miz and Ciampa fought Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles. This ended in a no contest because some dude with a helmet on attacked AJ Styles towards the end of the match. So everybody looked dumbfounded. AJ was like, what the hell? AJ was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. So he walked over to go beat up The Miz some more. And then The Miz was on the barricade. And another guy that had on a helmet who took off the helmet and was Dexter Lumis. He came out of nowhere, choked Miz out, and kidnapped him. Like literally dragged him out of the arena. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what the hell am I watching? Like Law and Order? Am I watching Law and Order? Am I watching WWE? But listen. I'm interested because it's Dexter Lumis, and the fact that Dexter Lumis was smart enough to know the cops were looking for him. So when the other guy grabbed AJ Styles, Dexter Lumis knew the cops were looking for him, so he played the game better. And as the cops took the other guy away, Dexter Lumis was the second guy to kidnap The Miz. Brilliance. I am so interested to see where this story is going. I don't even care what happens next week. I just want to know what better way could they use Dexter Lumis? What other interesting way could they use to get him over? I can't wait to find out. I really can't. I think it's going to be awesome. So we'll see what happens. Moving on. Your main events of the evening was Edge versus Damian Priest from the Judgment Day. This was very good. Damian Priest, one of his best matches on the main roster. Edge, we know he's doing his thing right now. One of the best runs of his career. But they had themselves a good old match. Priest tried to sandwich Edge's head with a concerto, but Edge managed to roll out of the way, use the chair leg to apply a cross face to Priest. Priest got free, but he hit Edge in the face with it, with the chair leg that Edge started doing with Roman Reigns. But he could not get the pin because Edge hit him with a Canadian Destroyer, and then he hit him with the spear for the win. First of all, Canadian Destroyer in Canada. You activated my trap card. Oh yeah, that was great. And then he got the pin after that. That was awesome. Good stuff. But at the end of the day, Judgment Day came and beat the holy hell out of him after the match. But little did they know. Surprise, motherfucker. We knew, but Beth Phoenix was watching on, and she came in there to save her man. So shout out to Beth Phoenix. She went and grabbed herself a chair. She was not playing with these people. She went and grabbed herself a chair. She rolled back up, started smacking the floor with ferocity and intensity. And the heels, Rhea Ripley stepped up, but the heels pulled her back and they got her up out of there. So this was great. This was one of the best Raws of the entire year. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was so interested. Listen, there's levels to this, right? So I'm not saying that I'm 15 again, I'm 12 again, and I'm waiting for Monday Night Raw to come on. But I ain't there yet. I ain't going to lie. But this Raw had me so interested in wanting to see what happens. And now with Gargano back, I even more so want to watch next week because I really want to know what's going to happen. They are doing a fantastic job. Triple H is doing a fantastic job. If he could just fix the damn camera cuts, we'll be okay. Because the camera cuts gotta go. Other than that, I'm interested in Raw and SmackDown. I really want to see what's gonna happen there. Even NXT tonight, I want to see. This is what Triple H is doing. So AEW, listen, tomorrow's Wednesday. Y'all had a good Dynamite last week. We need another good Dynamite tonight. You heard me? So who wins here? The fans win. It's awesome. So with that being said, I am out.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Everybody be safe. August 23rd. Everybody enjoy the day. NXT review tomorrow. Y'all know how I get down. So with that being said, check out the ending scene because I am gone. Stay tuned for me tomorrow. Follow, hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I am out. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.